Colorado gets a dramatic win in comeback fashion, 38-31 against Baylor. And Colorado played another outstanding game, in my opinion. It wasn't perfect, but the defense got big stops when it mattered. And the two best players on the team, Shedeur Sander and Travis Hunter, showed why they're two of the best players in college football. Shedeur Sanders throws a 40-something yard Hail Mary to LaJohntay Western to send the game to overtime. And then he puts them on the board. They go up 38-31 at OT. And then Travis Hunter forces the game-winning fumble. And we get two field stormings by the Colorado fan base. This was one of the greatest college football games that I've watched in a very long time. Because the way this game started out, Colorado was down a couple of scores at one point. And I find myself asking, okay, is this just going to be a super bad season for Colorado? Are they going to be as bad as what they were last year? They gave up 10 points due to special teams. One guy took back a kick return. He also had a really nice punt return. And Baylor's quarterback was doing a lot of damage on the ground against Colorado's run defense. But in the fourth quarter, Colorado really locked in. They were able to get the ball to their outstanding wide receivers. Travis Hunter started taking over this game. And this was the first time that I watched Colorado play against another team in the Power Four, and they actually looked like they belonged on the field. It wasn't a one-sided affair when the offensive line was getting pushed back. The O-line did a pretty good job at protecting Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, they didn't have a great night on the ground, but at least they were able to run the football when they needed to at times. And their defense, you got to give this unit a lot of credit for how they were able to step up, get Baylor off the field, to get the ball back to Shedeur Sanders for one last drive. And you know what Deion Sanders always says? As long as Shedeur has the ball in his hands with a chance to win the game, he's always going to come through. And tonight, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter showed why they not only are the two best players in college football and they should be the two front runners for the Heisman Trophy, but they should be the first and second picks in the 2025 NFL Draft. These two guys absolutely took over this game, and they won it for Colorado. And that's why the Buffs have a great chance to end up winning the Big 12 Conference this year. This conference is not that good. When you got two of the best players in college football, there's not a single game that you don't have a shot at being able to win, as long as you can make sure that Shedeur Sanders can stay upright and the defense plays the well that they did. The defense plays as well as what they did tonight. Simon Craig, number 7, that safety for Colorado, he was flying all over the field. Like, Colorado is a really good team. And yeah, this was a close win for them, but a lot of these games are going to come down to the wire. But with how talented Shedeur and Travis Hunter are, there's no reason why Colorado shouldn't be able to find themselves playing in the Big 12 championship come December. And for Baylor, Dave Aranda, his hot seat is scorching right now. We talk about Billy Napier's job security, but right now, Dave Aranda probably could get fired at any moment. You had this game right in the palm of your hands, and you just completely blew it. And this was a nightmare scenario for Baylor. Because at one point, if you're a Bears fan, you felt really confident about Baylor being able to seal this win. But when you play against a team like Colorado and you allow them to hang around, they're going to beat you because of how much of a star Shedeur and Travis Hunter are together. And Colorado has a really good offense when they can protect too. They got one of the best receiving corps in all of college football. You saw LaJohntay Western catch that Hail Mary, but you also saw Jimmy Horn Jr. make a couple of big plays. You saw Will Sheppard have a couple of nice catches. And hell, before the Hail Mary, Will Sheppard had a chance to tie this game up, but he dropped it. This is a really talented team, and Colorado is better than what a lot of people give them credit for. Nebraska, if they were playing in the Big 12 right now, they probably will be the second best team in this conference right behind Utah. But Colorado, when they're going up against a team that isn't able to get consistent pressure on Shedeur, more times than not, they're going to be able to hang around. This was the same team that was in a handful of one-possession games last season. This team just isn't no pushover. This is a really quality squad that Coach Prime has down there in Boulder. And I was really critical of Shedeur Sander's coaching for the first 2 weeks of this season, but this team has gotten better over these last couple of weeks. The offensive line is starting to do a better job at gelling with each other. You see chemistry now starting to get better built with the more snaps that these guys play together. And this is a team that is slightly improving week after week. And I'm excited to see what they do over these next couple of weeks in the Big 12 with how good Shedeur and Travis Hunter have been playing these last couple of weeks.